to all the work that was done. And so that's a great option to where you can send an email. And we talked about it yesterday, texting for a written review or sending a message request from chat or email. And so you can utilize that information in order to update your review. So I'm going to share my screen. Yep.
What I will say is that the problem that this really solves, Crystal, is that a lot of times people get bad reviews and they don't think that they can do anything with them. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That's actually the problem that a lot of people have is I've experienced is that, you know, businesses will come to me and they'll say, Ryan, I've got these bad reviews, you know, and typically we'll say, okay, let's just get some more reviews and push those bad ones down. And that's the usual response from a lot of reputation management and marketing companies. It's pretty standard. And that does work. I mean, you know, well, then again, I mean, people can actually, they can organize the reviews based on score, based on date or time that the review came in. So it's really up to the person how they want to lay out the reviews, all the reviews that you have for your company, so they can see what they want, so to speak. And they could obviously, that would allow them to see all the negative reviews if they wanted to. And some people will do that, but ultimately the reason why obviously bad reviews can affect you so negatively is because it brings your score down. So a lot of people don't know that if you want to increase your score, which is obviously a big key to doing well online, is because, as we said yesterday, if you just increase your score by just one star rating, it increases your gross revenue for your business by up to 10%. So that can, just one review, if you only have 10 reviews, I want to put this in perspective. If you only have 10 reviews for your business and one of them is a 1 star or maybe 2, that will bring that 5-star rating that you would have had if you had 10 5-star reviews down to about a 4.3 or 4.2, just because of the fact that you only have 10 reviews. So it's relative. I mean, in other words, if you've got 100 5-star reviews and you just get one 1-star review, it's not going to bring your star rating down a whole lot. So this becomes really, really important, the fewer reviews that you have, okay? And so the way to actually fix this problem of having a lower star rating is, twofold. Obviously you get a lot more 5-star reviews, or you actually get people to go back and change their 1-star review to a 3 or 4 or 5-star review. And this is what really fundamentally, like, I come back to in terms of reputation management is not a bad thing, even for people that actually have negative reviews. I know they get a really bad taste in their mouth, you know, because, you know, oh, Yelp is, you know, filtering my reviews and it's all about the money and all that. And, you know, and I get that, you know, obviously, you know, Yelp, people think that, you know, if you use Yelp services, that they're going to show more of their 5-star reviews versus their 1-star. And I've heard all the stories and, you know, and I get that, but ultimately it's a great feedback mechanism. Review gathering and review fixing is a great feedback process. It forces the company to actually go and communicate with people that have had bad experiences. What a concept. I mean, seriously. So it makes you go back and engage with them through a PM, a private message through that system, whatever system that is, if it's Google or Yelp or Bing or Yahoo or whatever, or City Search, you private message them, you take it offline, or you just address it publicly and say, hey, come back in the store, you know, come visit us. We'll give you a, you know, and I would really suggest that you not give the idea in a public message that you're going to, if somebody hasn't given you a negative review, that you're going to bring them in for a 50% off coupon or 50% off, you know, your next meal or something like that, because then everybody's going to want to do that. They're going to blackmail you. Okay. So just do that in a private message, take it offline, have them come back in, do whatever you can to fix the problem and show them that you have changed or the business has changed based on their feedback. It's the best feedback loop that you can have. And so this is really the opportunity. And the great news is that, yes, they can go back and they can change their review, and people don't even think about this. So what a really cool, concept to be able to go back, have the person not only change the text of their review, like what they said in the review, but also, and what a story, if you take heed to what they say in the negative review, and they tell the story of how you as a company ask them to come back and and prove to them that you fixed it, and this person says that in the review. Oh my goodness, like that will win more people over than having a 5-star review from the get-go, in my opinion. So this is an opportunity, and I look at every situation where when we didn't hit the mark, because you're not always going to hit the mark. Nobody does. Okay. It's impossible. We're human, so go back, talk to the person, listen to them. That's the key. Listen to them. Like, let them, half the reason why they are saying what they're saying is, and all they really want is they just want to be heard. And a lot of the templates that we give in response, which we have by the way, if you want to get those, chat us up, let us know that you want the template of responses. All you got to do is just put your business name in there, and they're great responses. But with that, I mean, let's go through the mechanism, because I think it's, this is obviously, I just wanted to lay the foundation of why this is so important. But now let's go into let's fix it.
Perfect. Thanks, Ryan. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. And rather than give you a bunch of links to look for, here's a simple way to do this. If you go straight to Google and you type in edit Google review, it's going to send you to Google support, where it provides you with quite a few links. So in order to update your review, first you have to be signed into your Google account. Okay. And then it just tells you, how to do this. So the name in your About Me page, if you click on this, actually you don't have to if you're signed in, but I'll just show you to do it anyways. This will take you to sign in if you're not already signed in to Google. But if you are already signed into Google and you see your picture up here, if you just click on this here, these icons, it'll take you to several different options. So Google Maps is where you need to go in order to update your review, edit, delete, update, whatever. Okay. Once you click on Google Maps, you're here in the home page. And so at the top left-hand side, you've got this, what we call a hamburger. And when you click on that and you scroll down to your contributions, once you click on that, it's going to show you all of the reviews right here. Click on reviews in the menu. It's going to show you all of the reviews that you have out there. And so these 3 dots, once you click on it, here you can edit the review, you can delete the review, or you can even add a photo. So once you click edit, it brings in a drop down, your rate and review us box. And in here, you can just type what you need to, delete what you need to, update what you have, and then click post. Okay, so that's as far as editing your review. If you want to go as a business and edit the response to a review that somebody gave you, type in business.google.com, which will take you to your Google My Business page. If you have multiple locations, just select the location that you want to edit that response to. This is your home page, okay? And so from your menu, scroll down to reviews. When you click on reviews, you have options: all, replied, haven't replied. But just from the all option, let's say we want to edit this response that was to Mark. So the 3 dots here, nope, sorry, it's right here. View and edit. Click on that, click on edit, and you can edit your response and then post the reply.
Wow. So Crystal just reviewed exactly how you edit your review if you've left a review for a business, and then also how a business would edit the response to a review, which is really cool as well. That's awesome.
Yeah, and I'll show you how to do this from my phone. From those of you that have the Google Maps app, or if
Yep.
you're a local guide like I am, it's a lot easier to get to this from Google Maps.
And I will say that every directory, now we're focusing on Google here, but almost all directories have a similar process, guys. So just understand that, that we're looking at Google, but every, like, Yelp, Bing, Yahoo, there's your kiddos doing the triathlon. That's awesome. They all have a similar mechanism for gathering reviews. Okay, so or for helping, for not gathering, but for allowing you to edit reviews. So all you do is you just log into your account, and the person would actually have to log into their account if they're going to edit the review. Same process. They got to be in their account. They got to log in, find the review, and then go in and edit it. And then you can edit your response as well, very similarly.
Yeah. So from here, where I have my Google Maps app right here, just click on that and it'll take you straight to the Google homepage. And so you just click on the hamburger, same thing, scroll down to your contributions, click on reviews, and then from here, click the three dots, and you can edit, delete, cancel, and get out of there. And then here, you can add your photo right here if you need to update and add a photo. The cool part about—
and by the way, the app is so cool. It's such a great feature and such a great tool. I love to do everything, as you know, right from my phone. And yeah, this allows you to do that.
Yeah. I like this too. And the neat part about it is if you are a local guide, you're going to receive a message as far as your highlights and how you've helped. So here as a local guide, it shows, you have points that you earn, and as you earn points, you move up the ladder, which helps when I'm in the Google forum. Then it shows how many photos have been added, how many questions have been asked, and how many reviews. Okay, so as you go down to the April highlights, it shows, which is funny, how many active days and how many views of that photo that you posted have actually made a difference online, and how many views you received from the reviews that you posted, and how many people you've actually helped by posting your review.
Yeah, that's really cool. I mean, and so local guides actually get preferential treatment in the forums and things, I guess, right, Crystal?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And you can actually, I mean, it's funny because I've been posting reviews and images and stuff. I mean, I have like 3 or 4 million views of the photos over the past 4 or 5 years. I mean, it's unbelievable a number of views that these photos get online, especially for restaurants. If they're a busy restaurant, I have some pictures that have like almost 800,000 views just from one picture, from a restaurant that I posted. So photos really, really matter. And that's something we need to talk about as well, is requesting for people to not only leave reviews, but also to leave photos as well for your business, because that is something that, we'll just briefly mention it right now, is that, man, they're almost as valuable as a review. So people aren't really talking about it, but if you can, suggest that people actually take photos and actually add photos to the review, it's just one extra little click. You just click that little button right there when they're leaving the photo on their phone, and then they just take a nice picture. And you can, here's the thing, if you're aware of this, then you can actually do this stuff, and it makes such a big difference. I mean, as a business owner, all it takes is for you to participate and your team to be aware of this. And man, it can really, the only reason, it's just people don't know that you can do this. Businesses are not aware that you can do these things, and that other people can actually add photos, and that those photos can get like 700,000 views. I mean, think about that. All it takes is a few people to see a photo that looks inviting of your business, and then that will get them to go and look at your business, go and look at the restaurant. And I mean, all it takes is a photo. A photo is worth a million words, they say. There you go. I mean, so it really does make sense to do that. I know on Yelp, people can actually add videos as well, which is really interesting.
Yeah, can't wait till Google brings in videos. The other thing is too, Ryan, we had a client who was upset about a photo that was posted on a review. And I'm thinking, okay, so you received 1.7 views that week alone, just on that photo from a customer, and they wanted to remove it. And so, you know, that's another thing that we can talk about as well, is why would you want to miss out on all those views with a photo that is just of your office? You know?
Yeah. They didn't like,
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be perfect. It just, I mean, a lot of it's just, you know, creating awareness, because otherwise, because what people don't understand, this is part of the mindset. People don't understand that is another opportunity for somebody to find out about your business, because those photos actually show up in the search results. Sometimes people will type in best restaurant and they'll just go to the images section of the Google search, and they'll see images of local businesses. And when they see one that they like, they might click on it, and that gives you an opportunity for somebody to at least find you. Otherwise, if you take that photo down, you lose your opportunity 1.7 thousand times a week for somebody to be able to even, you know, click on your business, and even, you know, so you're not even in the race anymore. You've taken your horse out of the race is basically what happens. And even if that picture is not, you know, optimal, I mean, you know, not optimal is good. At least if you at least have a horse in the race, you know what I'm saying? Not having a horse in the race, you can't win at all if you don't even have a horse in the race. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
you know?
That makes sense. And I also seem to think that Google favors more the customer photos and the customer reviews rather than your own. And I think it's an excellent thing to have something out there from your customer's view rather from you trying to push it out there.
Oh, no question about it. It's like, it's other people talking about you. No one likes, you know, somebody that's like, you know, hearing somebody talk about themselves, you know, it's like, oh, I'm so good. That's why reviews are so, you know, especially, and this is the whole reason why I said yesterday about the videos. You know, if it's somebody that just sends a video that's real, that's from their smartphone, and even if it doesn't have a great background, and it's the audio is not exactly that great, and the lighting might not be that great, it's like, well, you know, that person just shot, you know, the video where they were, when they were, and they just were talking about what they felt, and that's it. It was real.
Because they cared enough to do it. Yeah,
exactly. And that's the point. And that's the main takeaway. And I think that those are more impactful as are photos from people that might not look that great, or might not have taken it, you know, doesn't have the eye that you would have had. It's very subjective. But what one person might see in a photo is totally different than what somebody else might see. And just because it's not what you see or want somebody to see, it doesn't mean that it's not something that somebody else might get benefit from, and as a result, take an action and go in and visit you. That's really all you want anyway, right?
Right.
It's not like, you know?
Right.
So anyway, I think it's really good. So we'll talk, what are we talking about? Oh, and by the way, if you guys have any questions,
Oh yeah. If you have any questions, I did put the link in chat, which goes straight to our homepage at accelerateyourmarketing.com, so that you can start a conversation with us. You can request for the negative review document that we put, as far as how you can give a reply back to negative reviews, and we can send you that as well. So tomorrow, I'd say we continue on with the conversation as far as requesting to add photos to a review.
Yes. Yeah, I think that's great. And we can talk about that. It's definitely, we'll come up with we'll show you where the actual photos show up and how that plays into people finding your business, because this is a not very talked about topic. And it's one that can really make a big impact in your business. And yeah, if you guys want to connect with us, go to our website, you know, go to m.me/accelerate marketing. If you want to connect with on Facebook, we'll respond to you instantly. Okay. So let us know what questions you have, and we'll keep bringing the really good content. And thanks a lot.
Yep. Create a great rest of your day, everyone.